All right, well, those boots have probably been put away, as has most of Kent's glitter. The Pride Festival attendees and the Swifties are back to their day-to-day lives. But what they left behind is a pretty big impact on the city of Minneapolis and its pocketbook. Today, Meet Minneapolis finally came out with those numbers from the weekend that we talked about on Monday night. They weren't just big. These numbers were record-breaking. Kent, basically, Minneapolis became a mega city for a weekend, right?
Yeah, Jana, about 500,000 people, 500,000 people over a couple of days, we're told. And in the midst of all the coverage ahead of last weekend, we reported even back then that public safety leaders were preparing for crowds and economic activity that hadn't been seen, frankly, since Minneapolis hosted the Super Bowl. And if you're just talking about hotel stays, the weekend even beat that. We saw and heard from a lot of people who told us they had traveled a long way for the concert and for Pride this year. And Meet Minneapolis says that certainly checks out if you look at the receipts. They tell us there were 19,531 hotel rooms occupied in Minneapolis on Friday and Saturday. That is a new all-time record. Now, you might be saying, sure, Kent, but there are probably just more hotel rooms available now, especially compared to the Super Bowl a bunch of years ago. And you are right, but the city also tied the all-time occupancy record right there. More than 96% of all available rooms were filled. So it makes the new record even more impressive. And speaking of receipts, while the bigger impact economically of all the people and events will take a while to estimate, the hotels alone have reported nearly $6 million in room revenue from their record-breaking weekend, Jenna. I'm not sure it justifies the state proclamation and the Swiftiapolis thing. I think we can all groan about that still, but it's a big deal.
Hitting a nerve there, Kent, hitting a nerve. You know, when I went down for the Pride Parade on Sunday, I know you were down there too, I should have thought ahead and probably made a cup of coffee before I went down there, because every Swiftie dad was in line and the lines went darn near to St. Paul.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people around. And again, so many people had to travel a long way to try to get tickets, any ticket they could. So they were staying, they were spending, and a lot of people had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what counts. Thanks so much, Kent. We appreciate it.